Professor Xalon's mandibles clicked in stunned disbelief as he stared at the ancient symbols shimmering on the transparent screen. The grand lecture hall, brimming with some of the brightest minds of the Galactic Federation, buzzed with astonishment and skepticism. Xalon, celebrated for his knowledge in xenolinguistics, had just revealed that a team of human researchers had managed to decode a language that had long eluded all efforts to understand it. This discovery had the potential to upheave the entire field of study. His assistant, a young alien named Lorne, stepped forward, clearly eager to provide details. Yes, Professor. The humans didn't just decode the basic syntax. They also managed to interpret several complex metaphors and idioms that we believed were lost forever. Xalon adjusted his bioluminescent glasses and squinted at the data. The script, a fusion of mathematical equations and artistic flourishes, had stumped scholars for centuries. It belonged to the Ector, an ancient and highly advanced civilization whose remnants were scattered throughout the galaxy. And how did these humans accomplish what we could not? Xalon's voice held a blend of sarcasm and genuine curiosity. Lorne activated a video feed on the screen, revealing a human male in his mid-30s, with unkempt brown hair and a perpetually tired expression. This is Dr. Max Jordan, the lead researcher from Earth, Lorne announced. Max's voice crackled to life. When we first encountered the Ector script, it looked strangely familiar to some of our ancient Earth languages. We noticed patterns akin to those in Sumerian and Linear B. We cross-referenced these with our extensive databases, and it just fell into place. A wave of gasps and disbelieving murmurs rippled through the audience. The notion that primitive human languages resembled the sophisticated Ector script was considered absurd by many. Xalon raised a claw, demanding silence. Dr. Jordan, are you suggesting that the Ector influenced ancient human civilizations? Xalon's tone was dripping with skepticism, though a hint of curiosity lingered. Max chuckled, a sound that echoed oddly in the hall. Not quite, Professor. We believe it's more of a case of convergent evolution in language. Certain structural similarities emerged independently due to the nature of communication. But it does suggest that the human brain has a natural aptitude for complex symbolic systems. Xalon's eyes narrowed. And what have you translated so far? Max's expression turned serious. We've managed to decode several critical texts, including historical records, scientific treatises, and even some philosophical works. The Ector were not just advanced, they were visionary. Their grasp of the universe was millennia ahead of ours. Xalon's skepticism began to shift to genuine intrigue. Can you show us an example? Max nodded, and the screen displayed a translated passage next to the original script. Max read aloud. The cosmos is not a void but a tapestry woven with threads of energy and matter. Each interaction is a stitch in the grand design. To unravel it, one must understand not just the threads but the loom and the weaver. The hall fell silent. The depth and poetic nature of the passage resonated deeply with the audience. Even Xalon found himself momentarily lost in thought. This changes everything, the professor admitted, his voice barely a whisper. Before anyone could react, a loud clanging echoed as the massive door swung open, and a tall, imposing figure strode in. Dressed in the official robes of the Galactic Council was Counselor Voss, a respected but formidable member of the ruling body. Forgive the interruption, Voss's voice boomed, but I had to witness this revelation firsthand. Xalon bowed respectfully. Counselor, it is an honor. Voss waved a hand dismissively. Skip the pleasantries. Show me this human ingenuity. Unfazed by the counselor's brusque manner, Max continued presenting more translations and the methods behind their deciphering. As the presentation progressed, the mood in the hall shifted from skepticism to awe. Voss scrutinized the data intently. If what you say is true, Voss finally declared, this could unlock countless Ector technologies we've only dreamed of understanding. Max nodded. Exactly, Counselor. We're on the brink of a new era of discovery, but we need the Federation's support to explore the implications fully. Voss turned to Xalon. Professor, what is your assessment? Xalon hesitated before speaking with uncharacteristic humility. The evidence is compelling. I believe we must collaborate with the humans. Their unique perspective might indeed be the key we've been missing. The counselor's gaze shifted back to Max. Very well, Dr. Jordan. You and your team will be granted access to our most advanced research facilities. The fate of our understanding of the Ector legacy now rests with you. As the counselor departed, the hall buzzed with excitement and speculation. Xalon approached Max, extending a clawed hand. Welcome to the Federation, Dr. Jordan. It seems we have much to learn from each other. Max shook the professor's hand, a broad grin on his face. I look forward to it, Professor. Together, we'll unlock the secrets of the past and forge a new future. The two stood side by side, gazing at the ancient script that had once been an insurmountable enigma. Now, it held the key to a vast repository of knowledge, and humanity had just proven its worth to the galaxy. Dr. Max Jordan found himself in the midst of a whirlwind of activity at the heart of the Federation's research complex. The advanced facilities were a marvel, the stuff of dreams for any Earth scientist. Despite the excitement, he knew the gravity of their work was monumental. Ian's team, a blend of human and alien researchers, was eclectic. The humans brought fresh perspectives, often spotting connections where others saw none. The aliens, with their advanced technology and vast knowledge, provided the tools and context needed to delve deeper into the Ector secrets. The first major task was to create a comprehensive database of Ector texts. This involved scanning and digitizing ancient tablets, scrolls, and carvings. The Ector language, with its intricate symbols and multi-layered meanings, required an interdisciplinary approach. Linguists, historians, mathematicians, and artists were all involved. One morning, Max was deep in conversation with Xalon in the central atrium of the research facility. Despite his initial skepticism, Xalon had become an enthusiastic collaborator. They were reviewing a particularly perplexing passage when Lorne approached, his eyes wide with excitement. Dr. Jordan, Professor Xalon, you need to see this, Lorne said, practically bouncing on his toes. He led them to a laboratory where a group of researchers were huddled around a large holographic display. The screen showed a complex diagram annotated with Ector text. This, Lorne announced, barely able to contain his excitement, is a starship design. Max and Xalon leaned in, scrutinizing the intricate details. The design was unlike anything Max had ever seen, elegant and almost organic in its curves, yet clearly functional. According to Lorne, this ship is capable of faster-than-light travel using technology we've never encountered before. It's based on principles that merge quantum mechanics with spatial manipulation. Xalon's eyes gleamed. If we can understand and replicate this technology, it could revolutionize space travel. Max nodded, his mind racing with possibilities. We need to prioritize this. If we can build a prototype, it will validate our translations and open up the entire Ector archive. The following weeks were a blur of intense activity. The team split their efforts between continuing the translation work and reverse engineering the starship design. The Federation provided additional resources, recognizing the potential of what they were uncovering. One evening, as Max reviewed the latest translations in his quarters, his communicator buzzed with a message from Xalon asking him to meet in the central atrium. When Max arrived, he found Xalon and Counselor Voss waiting for him. The counselor's expression was grave. Dr. Jordan, we have a situation, Voss began without preamble. Our work has attracted attention. There are factions within the Federation who view this collaboration with suspicion. They believe the Ector knowledge should remain within the Federation and not be shared with humans. But we're all working toward the same goal. This knowledge benefits everyone. Voss nodded. True, but fear and mistrust are powerful. Some believe humanity isn't ready for such advanced technology and that it could be misused. Xalon interjected. We need to proceed carefully, Max. The Council is divided. We must ensure our work is beyond reproach. Any mistake could be used against us. Max ran a hand through his hair. So what do we do? Voss's gaze was steely. We continue our work, but with increased security and transparency. We must prove that this collaboration is essential for the advancement of all. I will handle the political side, but you must ensure there are no errors in the technical side. With that, Voss departed, his robes billowing behind him. Max and Xalon exchanged determined looks. "We have to succeed," Max said quietly, "not just for us, but for the future of our collaboration." The next phase of their project involved constructing a small-scale prototype of the Ector starship. The Federation's engineers, working alongside Max's team, began bringing the ancient design to life. The challenges were immense. The materials and construction techniques required were beyond anything currently available. Yet, progress was steady and excitement was palpable. One night, as Max oversaw the assembly of a crucial component, Lorne approached him, his usual enthusiasm tempered with concern. "Dr. Jordan, there's something you need to see," Lorne said, leading him to a secluded corner of the lab. There, on a small screen, was a recently decoded message in Ector script. Max's eyes widened as he read it. "This describes a fail-safe mechanism," Lorne explained. "The Ector built safeguards into their technology to prevent misuse. If the ship's systems detect any unauthorized or harmful actions, it will deactivate and become inoperable." A chill ran down Max's spine. "This means if we don't fully understand and follow the Ector protocols, our prototype could fail." Lorne nodded. "Precisely. We need to ensure we translate every detail accurately. Any oversight could be catastrophic." Max squared his shoulders. "Then we double our efforts. We can't afford to miss anything." The tension in the research facility grew as the prototype's test flight approached. Every detail was scrutinized, every system triple-checked. The weight of expectation was heavy, but so was the determination to succeed. Finally, the day arrived. The prototype stood ready on the launch pad, its sleek form a testament to the combined efforts of humans and aliens. Max, Xalon, and the rest of the team gathered to witness the historic moment. As the countdown began, Max held his breath. The engines roared to life, and the ship lifted off the ground, hovering gracefully before shooting into the sky. The control room erupted into cheers, but Max remained focused on the readouts. Every system was functioning perfectly. The Ector technology was working. "We did it," Xalon said, a rare smile crossing his face. Max nodded, a sense of accomplishment washing over him. But he knew this was just the beginning. The true test would come in the weeks ahead as they continued to explore the depths of Ector knowledge. And as they celebrated their success, Max couldn't shake the feeling that their discovery was just the tip of the iceberg. The galaxy was on the brink of monumental change, and humanity was at the forefront of this new era. The prototype's successful launch was only the start. As the vessel soared through space, its performance data streamed back to the control room, confirming that the ancient Ector technology was functioning as intended. The collaborative effort had paid off, but there was still much to do. Dr. Max Jordan and Professor Xalon wasted no time. They knew that the real challenge lay ahead in replicating their success on a larger scale and fully understanding the extent of Ector knowledge. The Federation provided even more resources, and the team expanded to include experts from across the galaxy. Weeks turned into months as they worked tirelessly, deciphering more texts and uncovering not only technological secrets, but also insights into Ector philosophy and culture. The fail-safe mechanism mentioned in the decoded text required meticulous attention to detail to ensure every protocol was followed precisely. Despite the immense pressure, the team remained united. The initial skepticism from some Federation members gradually turned into admiration and respect for humanity's tenacity and ingenuity. Max's leadership and the collaborative spirit of the team became a beacon of hope for the Federation, demonstrating that interspecies cooperation could achieve the impossible. One day, as Max reviewed the latest batch of translations, Lorne burst into his office, excitement radiating from him. "Dr. Jordan, you need to see this," Lorne said, barely able to contain himself. Max followed Lorne to the central lab, where a group of researchers was gathered around a large holographic display. On it was a detailed star map annotated with Ector symbols. "This map," Lorne explained, "shows the locations of several Ector outposts and research stations scattered across the galaxy. Some of these locations are completely unexplored by the Federation." Max's eyes widened. If these sites still exist, they could be treasure troves of knowledge and technology. Xalon, who had joined them, nodded thoughtfully. "This could be the key to unlocking the full potential of the Ector legacy. We must organize an expedition immediately." The Federation swiftly approved the mission, recognizing the potential impact on its future. Max, Xalon, and a select team of researchers embarked on a journey to the first location marked on the star map. The journey itself was a testament to their collaboration, traveling in a ship powered by Ector technology. Upon arriving at the coordinates, they discovered an ancient, abandoned space station orbiting a desolate planet. The station was remarkably well preserved, a testament to Ector engineering. As they explored its corridors and chambers, they found archives filled with data, blueprints, and scientific treatises. One particularly significant discovery was a device capable of manipulating energy fields in ways that could revolutionize power generation and weaponry. As they carefully studied and documented their findings, it became clear that the Ector had mastered technologies far beyond their own. However, the expedition also uncovered something unexpected. In the deepest part of the station, they found a message left by the Ector, a warning about a great threat that had once endangered the galaxy. The message was encoded in the same language that had initially baffled researchers. Max and his team worked tirelessly to decode it. The warning spoke of an ancient enemy known as the Draxen, who had nearly wiped out the Ector. According to the message, the Draxen were incredibly powerful and could manipulate matter and energy on a massive scale. As the team processed this revelation, the gravity of their discovery became clear. The Draxen were still out there, and the galaxy might be ill-prepared to face such a threat. The Ector had left behind their knowledge not only for the advancement of civilization, but also as a defense against this ancient enemy. Max and Xalon knew they had to act quickly. They returned to the Federation with their findings, presenting both the technological discoveries and the dire warning. The Council, initially skeptical, was eventually convinced. Counselor Voss, a staunch supporter of the human-led initiative, addressed the assembly. "We must heed the Ector warning," Voss declared. "The Draxen represent a threat to all life in the galaxy. Our only hope lies in understanding and utilizing Ector technology to its fullest potential." The Federation mobilized its resources, establishing a new division dedicated to preparing for the potential threat. Humans and aliens worked side by side, integrating Ector technology into their defenses and continuing to explore the remaining locations on the star map. The collaboration deepened, breaking down barriers of mistrust and fostering a new era of unity. As Max stood on the bridge of the Federation's flagship, gazing out at the stars, he felt a profound sense of purpose. They had achieved the impossible by decoding the Ector language and unlocking their secrets. But their journey was far from over. The real challenge lay ahead in preparing for a confrontation with the Draxen. Xalon joined him, his eyes reflecting the same determination. "We've come a long way, Max, but this is just the beginning." Max nodded, his resolve unwavering. "Together, we'll face whatever comes. For the future of the galaxy." The stars shone brightly as the flagship set its course, carrying the hopes and dreams of countless species united by their shared knowledge and purpose. They were ready to confront the unknown and protect their galaxy from the ancient threat, but the vast, dark expanse of space held many more secrets waiting to be uncovered. The Federation's new division, dedicated to the Ector technology and the looming threat of the Draxen, quickly became a hub of innovation and collaboration. The star map's discoveries led to a surge of activity across the galaxy, as scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to harness the advanced technologies left behind by the Ector. As the Federation's flagship ventured deeper into space, it visited the newly identified Ector outposts. Each discovery revealed advanced technologies and archives of invaluable knowledge. The Draxen threat loomed large in the background, but the collaboration among species grew stronger. The team, led by Max Jordan and Professor Xalon, formed a coalition of the galaxy's brightest minds and most skilled engineers. One of the most significant breakthroughs was the creation of an energy shield capable of deflecting the destructive forces described in the Ector warning. The shield's development involved intense cooperation between human engineers and alien technologists. The integration of Ector energy manipulation devices and Federation technology proved challenging but ultimately rewarding. Months after the initial discoveries, the Federation received an unexpected transmission. It was from an enigmatic and seemingly isolated alien species, the Ellerin. The Ellerin were known only through ancient legends and distant star systems, but had remained largely mythological until now. The transmission was a distress signal from a system on the edge of Federation space, requesting urgent assistance. Max, Xalon, and a team of experts were dispatched to investigate. Upon arrival, they found an Ellerin space station in dire straits, under attack by a swarm of unknown ships. The Ellerin, humanoid with translucent skin and delicate features, had technology that resonated with Ector artifacts. Their advanced bioengineering and energy manipulation were astonishing, hinting at a potential shared heritage with the Ector. After a harrowing rescue operation, the Ellerin leader, Queen Clara, greeted Max and his team. Clara, wise and regal, revealed that her people had long been aware of the Draxan threat, but had kept it secret for fear of panic and disruption. The Draxan, Queen Clara explained, are not merely a threat, but a plague upon the galaxy. They consume and corrupt civilizations, leaving nothing but chaos in their wake. We have been preparing for their return for centuries, but our resources are strained. Max and Xalon shared their knowledge of the Ector technology in the new energy shield. Queen Clara, recognizing the significance of their findings, agreed to join forces with the Federation. This new alliance brought together Ellerin and Federation forces, combining their strengths and resources against the impending threat. The formalization of the new alliance was marked by the Unity Accord, a monumental agreement that united multiple species under a common cause. The Accord outlined mutual support, sharing of technology, and joint research efforts to combat the Draxan. It also created a unified command structure to coordinate the defense and exploration efforts. One of the first collaborative projects was the construction of a new class of warship designed with combined Ector, Federation, and Ellerin technology. These ships were equipped with advanced energy shields, powerful weapons, and hyperdrive systems capable of traversing great distances in record time. As the new warships patrolled the outer regions of Federation space, signs of Draxan activity began to surface. Disturbances in space, unusual energy readings, and intercepted transmissions hinted at the Draxan's plans. The Federation and its allies prepared for the inevitable confrontation, conducting drills and simulations to ensure readiness. Max and Xalon, along with their allies, continued to decode and study Ector texts, hoping to uncover any additional information about the Draxan's weaknesses. They discovered that the Ector had once used a powerful artifact, known as the Nexus Core, to contain and repel the Draxan's influence. The Nexus Core was rumored to be hidden on a distant planet, lost to time and obscured by cosmic phenomena. The Federation assembled an expedition team to locate and retrieve the artifact. This mission was fraught with danger, as the planet was situated within an unstable nebula and surrounded by gravitational anomalies. Max, Xalon, and a team of elite explorers embarked on the perilous journey. The expedition faced numerous challenges, including navigating the treacherous nebula and battling hostile alien creatures that guarded the Nexus Core's resting place. After overcoming these obstacles, they finally reached the ancient chamber where the core was hidden. The Nexus Core was an intricate, crystalline structure pulsating with immense energy. Its power was palpable, and its activation mechanisms were complex. With careful calibration and synchronization of their Ector technology, the team successfully activated the core. As the Nexus Core's energy surged, it formed a protective barrier around the planet and emitted a signal that resonated across the galaxy. The Draxan, sensing the core's activation, prepared for a decisive assault. The final confrontation between the Federation, its allies, and the Draxan unfolded in a massive space battle. The Draxan, now revealed as a formidable fleet of bioengineered warships, launched a full-scale invasion. The Federation's new warships, equipped with Ector and Ellerin technology, engaged in fierce combat. The battle was intense, with the energy shields and weaponry holding off the Draxan's initial onslaught. The Nexus Core, now fully operational, began to exert its influence, repelling the Draxan's corruptive energies and weakening their offensive. Despite their technological edge, the Draxan were relentless. The battle raged on, and it became evident that the fight would determine the fate of the galaxy. The unity of the Federation and its allies was put to the ultimate test as they coordinated their efforts to push back the invaders. The tide of the battle turned as the combined forces of the Federation, Ellerin, and humanity managed to breach the Draxon's defenses. The Nexus Core's power proved instrumental in neutralizing the Draxon threat, creating a shockwave that disoriented and disrupted their fleet. With the Draxon forces in retreat, the galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief. The victory was hard-won, and the Federation celebrated the bravery and ingenuity of its members. The Nexus Core was secured and placed in a protective facility, ensuring its continued role in safeguarding the galaxy. The aftermath of the conflict marked the beginning of a new era for the galaxy. The Unity Accord continued to strengthen alliances and foster cooperation among species. The Ector technology, once a mysterious relic, now served as a cornerstone of technological advancement and defense. Max Jordan, Professor Xalon, and their allies emerged as heroes. Their efforts had not only saved the galaxy from a catastrophic threat, but had also forged a lasting bond between disparate civilizations. The lessons learned from the Ector and the victory over the Draxon paved the way for a future of exploration, unity, and progress. As the Federation's flagship set a course for new frontiers, Max reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. The stars beckoned with endless possibilities, and humanity, along with its allies, was ready to explore them. The galaxy was no longer a fragmented expanse of isolated worlds, but a united, dynamic force, prepared to face any challenge and embrace the unknown.